guys, I saw the movie Gone and I wanted to review it for you. Just so you know, I will talk about spoilers, but I'll let you know beforehand. I'll warn you. So you're good to watch now, but turn off the video when I say I'm going to talk about spoilers. This movie is exactly how it's portrayed in the trailer. You know what type of movie this is going into it, so there's no shock, no surprise. No high expectations for it. You know what you're getting when you go in. So if you're someone that likes movies like Prom Night, which I am someone who enjoys those movies, then you'll like Gone. You won't dislike it. It'll just be like a fun way to spend, an hour and a half. So yeah, if you're on the fence about wanting to see it or not, then I would say just wait for it to come out on DVD. But, if you want to go out with your friends or whatever and have fun watching a movie and get a few laughs in, unintentional laughs, then I highly recommend it. I have no problem with movies like this, so I enjoy them. So I don't know. I mean, it's really up to you. Now for the spoiler part of this review. I don't know where to begin because there's so much to say. I pretty much laughed throughout this whole movie because it was there were so many parts that were so unintentionally funny. Every time that she would, she had those lines where she'd be on the phone and then, she'd be talking to someone and they're like, oh, you gotta sleep now, or I don't know what the hell they said, but they're like, oh yeah, don't you have to sleep? And she'll be like, I'll sleep when he's dead. And then she hangs up the phone. It's so stupid. It's really funny. And then there's a part that I laughed so hard at where she's on the phone with somebody, the police, and they're like, you have a gun? You're not supposed to have a gun. So she's like, I don't know what she says, but she says something, and then she quick makes a left. And it's like the person on the other end of the phone doesn't know that she made a quick left to sort of end the conversation in an epic way. So, I don't know. It was just really funny. I'm not really going to criticize it because, I don't know. I mean, it's not bad and it's not good. It's just I don't even know what it is. It's its own genre of weird, entertaining, kind of crappy stuff. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, it's essentially the same as Prom Night or When a Stranger Calls. I guess with all those movies, the writing was god-awful for Gone. It was so bad. And the acting was just the acting was atrocious. Seriously. Yeah, Amanda Seyfried? I don't know how the hell to say her name, whatever. She was awful in this movie. She's not, I don't know what her deal is. She wasn't good at all. Towards the beginning, she's trying to explain to the police, where her sister is and what happened, and she's trying so hard to evoke emotion, and she's the best that she can do is bulge her eyes and go like that with her hair. That's the best that she can do, because, she's not very good, so, that's really all she has to work with. She was like, my sister's gone! It's you knew, it's just obvious that she doesn't give a shit on the inside, whatever. So she was awful. And the worst person, I don't know if the worst person in this movie was Rapey Eyes or her sister, Molly, which, I don't know why, but the name Molly in this movie really annoyed me. So Molly was just one of the worst performances I've ever seen in my life. She's hidden under her house in a hole, taken by Rapey Eyes, and she comes out of the hole and she's just whatever, she's just more pissed off than anything. It's just a horrible performance, and she has there's nothing on the inside, no thought process as to what just happened to her. The actress is literally whatever, it's so bad. So yeah, pretty much across the board, the acting was awful, except for the one girl who's from Dexter, his sister. She wasn't bad, but she was essentially irrelevant. Speaking of irrelevant, what's his name? Hunter Parrish. Why? I don't even know. I'm not going to say that this movie was essentially awful or anything, because I'm not a movie snob. I don't, I look at every movie for its purpose, and this movie was good for what it was. Which is just, I mean, I don't dislike these movies. I go to these movies, I see the movie Gone, Prom Night, all these other ones with my friends, because it's fun. So yeah, I'd probably show this movie to one of my friends, just to see what they can come up with for the ending. But what I liked about this movie was that throughout the whole movie, I really, genuinely had no idea how it was going to end at all. I was guessing throughout the whole time. I was and then there were parts where I was towards the end, I was please let him be real, because I really didn't want it to turn out that she was crazy. I really wanted him to be a real guy, because then it just would have been a better movie. So I'm really glad that he turned out to be real. So that was good. I was happy about that. And also, another interesting thing, which really threw me off, which I guess was the purpose of why they did this. Throughout the movie, she runs into different characters and she'll tell them random lies off the top of her head. Like, she'll go up to someone and be like, oh yeah, my grandpa and his friend were here and they did this, and oh yeah, my neighbor and his cat, and you know, like, it's just, like, they did that so that you're like, oh well, maybe she is a liar because she's clearly coming up with these lies really easily. So then you start to question, like, well, she probably could have easily made up this guy and this whole story. So that was really good in terms of, like, throwing me off and making me have no idea what the truth was going to be. Oh, another thing that I forgot that was hilarious was she goes across the street to the neighbor. Oh no, she talks to the neighbor about the guy across the street, and she's like, oh yeah, be careful about talking to this guy because he hasn't slept since his wife died. And I'm thinking in my head, like, alright, it's probably been like, I don't know, maybe 6 months at most, you know what I mean? And then she goes, yeah, 12 years ago. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? So this man has not slept a wink in 12 years? That's what you're telling me? He hasn't slept a wink in 12 years. Anyway, I know it's not literally meant, 12 years, but just the idea was funny. And yeah, the lady cop with the weird hair, I don't know why. I don't know why. Why did they have to have her have weird hair? I don't know. There were just countless things that were so funny in this movie, so I really do recommend you see it if you want to go for, like, a laugh. Yeah, I'm glad I saw it. So yeah, comment below what you thought of the movie Gone, and thank you for watching.